China, 25th of August, 2025. Typhoon Kajiki has struck the South China Sea region, impacting southern China's Hainan province before moving west toward Vietnam. The storm brought heavy winds, widespread flooding, and infrastructure damage, forcing large-scale evacuations and emergency response actions. Hainan Island endured strong winds exceeding 160 km/h, accompanied by torrential rainfall. Urban centers such as Sanya saw flooded streets, uprooted trees, and power outages. Public transport was suspended, and businesses were shuttered as authorities activated emergency shelters. Electrical grids were strained as storm surges toppled utility poles and disrupted power supply. Communications were unstable across rural areas, slowing rescue coordination. Roadways experienced flooding, and flights were grounded, leaving thousands of travelers stranded. Kajiki battered farmland with intense rainfall, destroying crops and leaving fields waterlogged. Coastal fishing fleets were ordered back to port, causing major losses for local fishermen. Floodwaters inundated fish farms and coastal warehouses, storing agricultural goods. In affected towns, daily life came to a halt as residents relocated to shelters. Schools closed, and families faced shortages of clean water. Rescue workers distributed food rations while clearing blocked roads. Emergency crews worked non-stop to restore electricity and drainage. As Kajiki moved west, central Vietnam prepared for impact. The storm brought gale-force winds and heavy rains to coastal provinces, causing rivers to swell. Seawalls were breached in several areas, flooding low-lying neighborhoods and forcing communities inland. Cities along the central coast experienced severe flooding. Streets in Ngayan and Ha Tin turned into rivers, with vehicles abandoned midstream. Buildings suffered roof damage, and debris from fallen trees blocked major intersections, paralyzing transport services. Vietnam, evacuation operations authorities evacuated hundreds of thousands from vulnerable areas. Schools and public buildings were converted into emergency shelters. Airports were closed, flights canceled, and boats anchored in port. Massive troop deployments assisted with moving residents to safety. Heavy rainfall threatened landslides in upland provinces. Agricultural communities saw rice paddies and fields submerged under floodwaters. Livestock were swept away, and key bridges collapsed, isolating villages. Relief teams struggled to reach remote highland areas. The storm disrupted local economies by halting trade and transport. Farmers lost harvests, fishermen faced port closures, and businesses remained shuttered. Early estimates suggest significant damage to agriculture, fisheries, and tourism-dependent regions across the coast. Restoration efforts face hurdles due to blocked roads and damaged power lines. Emergency crews are pumping floodwaters from urban areas, while engineers repair communications. Relief goods, including food, medicine, and fuel, are being transported to isolated districts. In the aftermath, Hainan faced flooded streets, crippled power networks, and damaged ports. Entire coastal districts were waterlogged, and cleanup teams worked day and night to clear debris, restore electricity, and reopen blocked transportation routes. The storm left a severe mark across southern China. Farms were ruined, fisheries devastated, and towns paralyzed by infrastructure loss. Kajiki's destructive power reshaped daily life, forcing local authorities into a long recovery and rebuilding phase. Kajiki highlighted the vulnerability of coastal infrastructure to extreme storms. While evacuations saved lives, widespread destruction of homes, farms, and transport underscored the need for resilient planning. Authorities pledged to reinforce seawalls and drainage systems. Typhoon Kajiki left behind massive flooding, damaged infrastructure, and significant economic disruption in China and Vietnam. Though response operations are underway, recovery will require extensive repair to roads, power lines, and agriculture as communities rebuild. Thanks for watching Severe Weather, where we break down the facts behind nature's most intense moments. If you found this video helpful, please like, comment, and subscribe. Your support keeps this channel going. Hit the bell so you never miss a real, calm, and clear report. Note, some footage in this video may be used for illustration and may not show the exact event described. See you in the next one. Stay informed, stay safe,